Greetings and welcome to Stellaris, and the Union of Wizards, which is continuing to expand across the galaxy. Actually, we haven't done a huge amount of expanding yet, but soon the expanding will truly begin once our New World Protocol has been completed. This, of course, is a stellar shrine, some kind of anomaly in space, a subspace tear, perhaps. Whatever it is, it seems to be linked to shrines of old on Wizard Prime, and tales of the untold, a deity that the primitive Wizardians worshipped. Interesting stuff. I'm sure that Owen the Answer will find the truth once he arrives here in the Deep Vision. For that is his task. Elsewhere in the Jundias system, we have recently engaged the Immortal Cabal, space pirates who thought they could take on the Jundias 6 mining station. Little did they know that Faye Potter was on her way to dispatch them with the First Fleet, which we did quite successfully. But what it has done is it's left some research projects here. We have some debris in the Jundias system that we can research with our science ships. So the WSS Sentinel, under the command, of course, of Ron, just Ron, is going to go and research those. But we have an answer to our mystery. The old gods shrine to the benefactress. Deciphering the pictograms in the benefactress shrine was a much smoother process than anticipated. All linguists involved describe the language quickly, connecting or clicking in their minds, despite its age and complexity. Perhaps that should be troubling to us. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense until they are combined with the other writs associated with the rest of the Quadrumvirate Godhead. Whatever that is, clearly the Wizardians of old enjoyed their long and virtually impronounceable words. Fascinating. Excellent work, Owen. The Answer, of course, having completed your investigations of that anomaly, it's time for you to head back out into deep space to continue your deep space surveying work. Now, Ron in the Sentinel seems to be doing a cracking job out here, surveying all of these stars on the, I guess we'll call this the anti-spinward side of the Empire. And that means, Owen, that you can head spinward in towards the core of the galaxy, because of course we do have the Bothrarian Star Council here who are expanding out, and this could potentially be a contested star system. If there's something really good here, we might want to drop a frontier outpost to claim it for ourselves before their empire borders reach it. In fact, we should probably give a little bit of thought to how we're going to handle this border region, and indeed our relations with the Bothrarian Star Council in general. They are a single planet empire still, I think, the same as us, more or less the same level of technological development. So will we be friends, or will we be rivals? Thuban 5 could prove to be a key system here. Look, it's got a lot of resources available in that star system, and it lies almost directly between the two of us. I mean, technically, it's a little bit closer to his empire than mine at the moment, but there is an inhabitable planet encounter in Weir. We'll look at that in a second. There is an inhabitable planet in Mahil, which we can obviously make as our first colony, but we may not establish that in time to claim Thubin, so it might make sense to drop a frontier outpost in Thubin when we have the opportunity. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Weir system. These strange objects have been flagged as Eta aliens. Interesting. We will certainly have to investigate the Eta aliens when we have a moment. Where is Weir? The Weir system. What have we got in the system at the moment? The Deep Vision has arrived in the Weir system. I don't actually see the aliens here, though. I'm not sure where they are. Oh, here they are. Look, they're actually at the star itself. Some kind of crystalline entities. Are these ships? Some form of constructed technology? Or another spaceborne life form, perhaps conforming to entirely different rules of biology than we're used to? Either way, Owen apparently is not interested. He has done a runner. He's certainly took one look at them and buggered off to another star system. Why did you do that, Owen? I guess you are not tasked with investigating the Weir system, even though it isn't actually surveyed. It looks like there's some interesting stuff here as well. Look, we've got a couple of habitable worlds. Well, we'll have to come back at some point in the future. To be fair, the crystalline entities did look like they were not to be messed with. They may well have spelt the end of Owen and the deep vision. So doing a brave Sir Robin was perhaps the best plan. I'm really very tempted to establish this frontier outpost in the Thubin system. It might be construed as an aggressive measure, but I think it's more just ensuring the dominion of the Union of Wizards over the space, which is clearly ours by right. It will cost us 85 minerals and 170 influence and have a maintenance cost of 2 energy and 1 influence. But it could be worth it, you know. It could be worth it to secure this border, and I just don't know how long it's going to take us to get our colonies out. I don't think we need to worry about the anti-Spinwood side at the moment. We haven't discovered anyone there. 31 months. 31 months. That feels like a long time. Plus, we've still then got to actually build the colony ship and dispatch it. Is there anything we can do to speed that up? Perhaps it's time we started building research outposts everywhere we can. Look, the Sentinel can build a research outpost at Pleione 3. Get on that immediately, Sentinel. And we should also scour the rest of the Empire for any more societal research locations that we can build research outposts at. Owen, the answer, has gained a level. Good for you, Owen. Level 4. He's still stubborn, but he is also an archaeologist. And he is also the best at answering strange and unsettling mysteries. We have analysed the debris in Jundias. Nanocomposite materials plus 10% progress, physics research plus 15, engineering research plus 5. Well, that's great, but what we really want is societal research increased, if that's possible, but apparently it's not possible right now, this very moment. Let's take a look back at Wizard Prime. Have we got any new things that we can do here? A new module perhaps for the spaceport? No, not yet. Our solar panel networks have not been fully researched yet. Alright, what about a new starship then? We could probably do with a new construction ship, as we will be expanding the Empire greatly soon. It needs 100 minerals, and has an upkeep cost of 1 energy credit. You know what? Let's do it! A Scribe-class construction ship to add to the fleet, to build many new research outposts and or mining stations, and possibly frontier outposts as well, to claim all of the space. Debris analysed. Good work, Ron. Meanwhile, of course, the Senator has nearly completed construction of our very first research outpost at Pleione 3. There it is, orbiting high above the planet. Senator, why don't you head immediately to Mahil and construct another research outpost, as you are now clearly so good at it. At Mahil 2, there is much we can learn from this continental world. In fact, this is where we will be establishing our first colony, so it makes perfect sense to establish a research outpost there ahead of the actual colony's arrival. It is only a size 15 planet, so it's not the biggest world around, but it is favourable for our form of life with an 80% habitability, and I'm sure the researchers will find other interesting things about it in due course. We do have other habitable worlds, I think, within our sphere.
System survey
yes, you see, we've got a green world here which marks it as habitable and colonizable by us at the current time. So we've got one in Pleione as well, Pleione 3, of course, where we just recently built our research outpost to monitor it. Also a size 15 world, so it's no larger than Mahil 2, and it's strategically in a much less interesting position, but we will, of course, colonize it as soon as we can. It looks like Ron has completed his special project to analyze the debris in the Jundias system, the debris left over, I believe, by the battle with the Immortal Cabal, which of course means that he is available to resume his deep space survey work, and indeed the deep vision appears to be sitting around doing nothing as well. Owen, did I not give you multiple jobs? Apparently I did not. Well, I shall do so now. You have surveyed the Hanfaran system, or the Hantaran system, so head over here and survey the Trabano system. It's some great names of systems out here on the periphery of our empire. That's closer to our empire, so it's less important to obviously secure it early on, but hopefully there'll be something cool there. Look, there's actually it looks like an inhabitable world of some sort. Meanwhile, the Sentinel and Ron can head out here, anti-Spinwood, and begin surveying ever deeper into the far reaches of the void. What mysteries will they find out beyond the frontier of our explored space? There's some kind of warped in... Oh, it's the space whales! Fear not, everyone, it's just our friendly neighborhood space whales, potentially following Ron because they've become such fast friends since his encounter with them early on.
Research complete.
Research complete! Alanon the Chalky has completed our physics research. What do we want? Specialized combat computers, basic combat roles. Recent progress in AI behavioral theory allows us to designate specific combat roles to our shipboard computers. Sounds interesting. Gravitic sensors. Unlocks component gravitic sensor. These sensors have been tuned to lock onto any gravitational changes in space, such as those produced by the presence of a starship. Interesting. Could be good for, I guess, scout ships and things, keeping an eye on our borders. Field modulation. Energy storage capacity plus 250. Unlocks building Power Plant 2 and the Betharian Power Plant 2. Let's go with that, because I think we're going to need lots of power. So upgrading our planet-based reactors to level 2 is probably going to be a good thing. Bayers of Signs, what can you build? We can still build the nano-composite armor. We could build defense platforms on our stations. This will enable the construction of defensive deep space platforms far from the gravity wells of a planetary body. Interesting. That could actually be really useful if we get into a war. But at the moment, we don't really have a war going on. Mineral storage capacity plus 1,000 unlocks mining networks 2 or robots. Unlocks building POP robot.
Found.
Anomaly. Signs of precursor activity. Surveying LZ-1893. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this asteroid. Well, take a look, Owen. You know you want to. Was it Owen or was it Ron? I think it was Owen, but it could have been Ron. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm really torn here between robots and mining network 2. Robotic work units. Perfect for menial tasks. Hard-working and capable of following simple vocal commands. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to build robots, or golems, as, of course, wizards know them. Constructs for themselves, for doing their bidding. Minion-type things, I suppose. Fleet orders finished. The Senator has finished construction of another research outpost at Mahil 2, preparing the way for our eventual colonization of it. That's all now completely exploited. We can build a research outpost in the Jundias system, and we can build research and mineral extractors in the Pleione system. The Irasian Concordat. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on YZ944D1. From what we have translated so far of their language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves the Irasian Concordat. They were an interstellar power that held sway over this region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have been 6-limbed mammalians, and there are several references to some sort of plague called the Javorian Pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
What have you got to say about that situation log? We should also probably investigate these aliens, but not until we have completed the research project for New World Protocol. We must complete the New World Protocol first. Precursors, the Irasians. We have recovered artifacts from the Irasian Concordat. They were an interstellar power that we know all of this. If we can find enough relics from their civilization, it may be possible to pinpoint the location of their homeworld. Wow. Okay, we'll look forward to doing that. But as present, we have 0 of 6 required. Habitable World Survey, that's coming along as well. A leader has gained a trait. Ron has leveled up. Oh, good for you, Ron. Where are you, Ron? Ron is level 4. He hasn't picked up any additional traitnesses, but nonetheless, he is still pretty cool. We do like Ron. He is possibly our favourite. But we need to build some more constructions. We need to exploit some more things. And we've probably finished building our second constructor ship as well, for that matter. So why don't you head to the Jundias system and build a research outpost, because there is only one research outpost that we can build here. It, I guess, just selects the correct one. Our new construction ship, the WSS Artemis, is ready above Wizard Prime. So let's send you out as well to the Pleione system to begin construction of more research outposts, more mining outposts, actually, I think. Did we do one of these? Physics one? Alright, build a research outpost here, because we've got quite a lot of minerals coming in at plus 20. That's not bad, is it? How's our science coming along? We're now at plus 8 societal research, so this should have sped up, right? 5 months remaining. Oh, yes. Not long now, and we will have the colony ship technology that we need to begin the true expansion of Wizardian kind into the galaxy. Ron and the Sentinel are continuing to examine the Mythar system, which has a continental world, a big one by the looks of it. It's not yet surveyed. Alright, we're going to stay with Ron whilst he surveys... Wow, Rocknim Mog. Rocknim Mog. It's actually got a name. Does that mean there's like some kind of people already living there? Ron, what have you found?
Anomaly found.
The Igarian civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Rocknim Mog. They appear to be in the later stages of a Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Does that mean we're not allowed to settle there? I mean, we probably have to decide if we're going to settle there. Look, it's got a little hammer. Research it. Research it some more, Ron. There are signs of activities by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Research that as well. Oh, in the answer. Where are you? On Trabano 5. Wow, the research ships are truly finding a bevy of interesting things out there in the black to research and investigate in the name of the Wizardian peoples of the Union of Wizards. It's a slightly redundant way of pronouncing it, to be fair, but, you know, it's important. Wizards do like to stand on ceremony rather a lot. They are quite a melodramatic lot when it comes down to it. We should probably just double-check, having discovered a primitive civilization, that none of the colonizable worlds within our borders are already occupied. But first, disease control. Debris from what must have been a massive orbital installation has been discovered above Trabano 5. Artifacts recovered among the debris have confirmed that this space station served as the headquarters of the Eurasian Concordat's Authority of Disease Control some 1.2 million years ago. The Eurasians were far more susceptible to alien diseases than most known species, and the budget of their Public Health Institute nearly rivaled that of their military. Despite this, surviving records show that the entire species perished from the Javorian pox. It was indeed their extinction event.
Situation log updated.
Interesting. Eurasian colony. Rocknim Mog was a young Eurasian colony that had only just been founded at the time of their extinction. We have found the sparse ruins of a single settlement and a rudimentary spaceport in the planet's northern hemisphere. Judging by the fossilized remains, this world appears to have been among the first to be hit by the Javorian pox that ravaged the Eurasian space.
Situation log updated.
Wow, the Eurasian Concordat. Truly intriguing peoples. I hope we can learn more. It seems that Mihail II. It seems that Mihail II here
Research complete.
Does not have any primitive civilizations on it, so it will be perfectly fine to land our peoples there and, you know, generally take it over for ourselves. Not that we would necessarily worry too much about doing that, even on a planet that was occupied, if it was the best for us. Likewise, Jundias 1A, which is a continental
System
world
survey
here,
complete.
only size 9, and it has no peoples in it at the moment. Societal research complete. Excellent. Alright, let's just pause it.
Situation log updated.
Encounter at Mizram. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Mizram system. These strange objects have been flagged as Iota aliens until we can learn more about them. Interesting.
Evading hostile fleet.
And, of course, we're doing a runner. But first, what are we going to choose as our next priority for societal research? Frontier clinics? Frontier clinics improve the quality of life for colonists on alien worlds. We don't have any colonists on alien worlds just yet. Biolab 1. Biolab's a specialized institution generating additional societal research. Naval capacity plus 10%. We're currently 6 of 13. We're not really running into our naval capacity limits at the moment, so I wouldn't call that a priority. Given that we are about to embark on a colonizational program, perhaps Frontier Clinics will be a good thing to do. Let's just pause it, because I thought I had already paused it, but apparently not. Situation log. We also need to begin investigating some of these aliens, don't we? Let's begin our research for gamma aliens. We need to learn more about these mysterious aliens. Gamma aliens. Fine. We shall learn precisely that. Back on Wizard Prime, Wilberforce Weird, the Grand Ruler of the Wizardian people, is about to issue a momentous order. The construction of our first colony ship to be sent out into the void to establish a new world for the Wizardian people. But of course, its ultimate construction and arrival will have to wait until next time, because we have run out of time this time. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I and the Wizardian people will see you later.